Let me tell you something real, brother. A lot of men out here believe every "I miss you" text actually means something deep. But the truth? Words are easy. Anyone can say the right thing. But what really matters are actions. That's why today I'm breaking down 6 quiet signs that only show up when a woman truly loves you. Not when she's bored, not when she's playing games, but when she's fully invested in you, heart and soul. Once you understand these, you won't be fooled by surface-level sweet talk ever again. Let's dive in. 1. She takes care of you without being asked. When a woman is genuinely in love, she naturally steps into the role of a quiet supporter. Not because you asked for it, not because you demanded it, but because deep inside, she wants to see you succeed. She'll bring you coffee without you saying a word. She'll notice your exhaustion just by looking at your face. She'll check in on you, how your meeting went, whether you've eaten. Even the little details matter to her. And just to be clear, this has nothing to do with old-fashioned gender roles or control. It's purely emotional. It's love showing itself through small, consistent actions. When a woman loves you, your health, your success, your peace of mind, it matters to her on a deep level. She'll cook for you, help you when you're down, pray for you, support your goals, not because you expect it, but because she wants you strong, healthy, and focused. Because in her eyes, when you rise, she rises with you. But here's the important part. Not every man gets that version of her. She won't change her schedule or make sacrifices for someone she's unsure about. She's not folding your laundry if you're just a temporary thing. She's not making soup for a man she's still keeping at arm's length while dating other guys. That kind of care? It only shows up when she's dropped her guard, when she's completely invested. So, if you're ever confused about how she feels, forget the big gestures. Watch how she treats you when no one's watching. That's where real love lives. 2. She defends your name when you're not around. If you really want to know how much a woman cares for you, don't just watch how she behaves when you're with her. Pay attention to how she talks about you when you're not there. Does her face light up when someone mentions your name? Does she quietly shut down her friends if they make jokes at your expense? Does she refuse to entertain gossip, even the harmless kind? Here's the thing, when a woman doesn't care much, she stays silent. She won't correct people if they disrespect you. She'll even laugh along when someone points out your flaws, saying things like, "He's too serious," or "He's too quiet." But a woman who truly loves you, she becomes your quiet protector. She'll speak up for you, even if it's uncomfortable. She won't hesitate to tell her friends, "Hey, don't speak about him like that." It takes courage to defend someone when they're not there to hear it. And that courage only comes from loyalty. To her, you're not just some guy she's seeing. You're a part of her world, her pride, her identity, your reputation, your success, your name. They matter to her as if they were her own. So, if you ever question where you stand with a woman, think about this. What does she say about you when you're not in the room? Because if she doesn't have your back when you're not around, she shouldn't be standing next to you when you are. 3. She chooses you emotionally, even before it's official. This one is quiet, but it speaks volumes. Most people think exclusivity starts with a clear conversation, the moment you both decide you're a couple. But with a woman who's truly invested in you, that decision happens long before any labels are discussed. She slowly pulls back from the guys who used to flirt with her. She distances herself from male friends whose intentions aren't so innocent. She says no to situations that might make you uncomfortable, not because you asked her to, but because in her mind you already hold that special place. A woman in love naturally sets her own boundaries. She stops posting attention-seeking pictures. She's not out partying with people who don't respect your relationship. She's not keeping backup options around just in case. Instead, her actions start reflecting the kind of man she sees you as. Someone she respects. Someone she envisions a future with. You'll notice she becomes quieter online, more reserved, less about showing off, more about protecting what you two are building. Because real love doesn't need an audience, it needs security. When a woman begins treating your connection like something private and precious, you're no longer just one of many. You become the center of her emotional world. So, don't be distracted by official titles or social media statuses. Pay attention to how she behaves before any labels are even mentioned. If she's already acting like you're hers, that's love. And if she isn't, deep down, you already know where you stand. 4. She blends into your life without losing herself. This is where you can tell the difference between a woman who's just passing time and one who's genuinely invested in you. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't try to take over your life. She doesn't expect you to change who you are, abandon your passions, or walk away from your purpose. Instead, she learns how to walk beside you. She pays attention to the things that matter to you, not to pretend, not to manipulate, but because she honestly wants to know and understand the man she's chosen to stand with. Maybe you're grinding at the gym late at night. Suddenly, she's okay with those post-workout calls instead of complaining. You're hustling to build a business and can't text back every hour. She respects your space but still finds ways to remind you she's here for you. She starts asking about your ambitions. She remembers the names of your mentors. She takes interest in your routines, even the silent battles you fight that you don't always talk about. But here's what makes it special. She doesn't lose herself in the process. Her dreams, her identity, her life, they're still intact. But somehow, she finds a way to fit her rhythm into yours. She becomes a steady presence, not a distraction, not an obstacle. That's the type of woman who isn't looking for someone to rescue her from life. She's looking for a man to build a life with. And that, brother, is what real love looks like. Not flashy, not loud, but consistent, calm, and full of daily choices to stay. So, if she's adjusting, supporting, and learning your world without erasing her own, you've found something rare. Because true love isn't about control. It's about growing together, in sync. 5. She sees your lowest moments and stays by your side. If you want to truly know whether a woman loves you, let her witness you at your worst. Let her see you when everything falls apart, when your confidence cracks, when the charm disappears, and all that's left is raw pain. Most women only want to be around for your highlight reel. Your success, your confidence, your strength, all neatly packaged. But the woman who genuinely loves you, she doesn't leave when life gets messy. She doesn't panic when you show your vulnerable side. She doesn't run when you admit your flaws or past mistakes. She doesn't twist your pain into a weapon to use against you later. Instead, she stays in the chaos with you. She listens without trying to fix everything. She holds space for your silence with as much care as your words. And here's what's surprising. She doesn't look at you with pity. She looks at you with deeper respect. To her, your openness isn't a weakness. It's a sign that you trust her enough to lower your guard, to show her the real, unpolished version of yourself. A woman who loves you becomes a reflection of your true self. Not just who you are right now, but the man you're growing into. She doesn't love you despite your imperfections. She stands beside you through them. Yes, she'll challenge you when needed. She'll push you to grow. But she'll never make you feel like your flaws make you undeserving of love. That kind of loyalty, You can't fake it, because love isn't measured by how someone celebrates your wins. It's revealed by how they handle your losses. And when she chooses to stay through your darkest seasons, not out of guilt, not because she feels trapped, but because her heart recognizes yours, brother, you don't take that for granted. 6. She embraces your flaws, but still pushes you forward. If you want to spot real love, look for a woman who doesn't ignore your weaknesses, but also doesn't use them as weapons. She sees your mistakes, your scars, your imperfect sides. Yet she chooses to stand by you, believing in the man you can become. She isn't afraid to call you out when needed, not to break you down, but to help you level up. She challenges you to grow, to be better, but always with love and respect. This kind of support is rare. It means she's not just with you for the easy parts. She's invested in your whole journey, the good and the bad. True love is not blind to flaws. It accepts them and still pushes you to rise above. So, brother, if you recognize even one of these signs in your relationship, appreciate her. That's not just love, that's loyalty. And if you're still searching for that kind of connection, remember, the right woman won't drift away. She becomes your anchor, steady, strong, and unshakable. If this message hits home for you, drop the word anchor in the comments below. Let's see how many men out there still believe in something real and lasting. And hey, if you found value in this video, do me a favor. Hit the like button, share this with a brother who needs it, and subscribe to Stoic Pro for more real talk about life, love, and becoming the man you're meant to be. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.